According to a new report from Politico, Republican House Speaker Kevin McCarthy is now facing another revolt among the ranks of Republicans in the House. Now, pretty much all year, McCarthy has been facing a revolt from the lunatics, right? The extremists, your Matt Gaetz, your Marjorie Taylor Greens, your Lauren Boberts. And now the moderate Republicans are saying, you know what? We have had enough. For 8 months now, Kevin, you have let the lunatics have the keys to the car. And right now, especially this month of September, they're about to drive us off a cliff and you're sitting there doing nothing. Here's what's happening. We have multiple different appropriations bills, government funding bills, that are due that have to be passed by September 30th. If they are not passed by September 30th, we start going into government shutdown mode, at which point federal workers, depending on where you are, get furloughed. We see national parks close down, economies lose millions and millions of dollars all across the country. It's very difficult and it's very bad for the United States when we have a government shutdown. But the extremists are threatening to shut down the government if their list of terroristic demands are not met. Some of those demands, of course, include opening an impeachment inquiry into President Biden, which even Marjorie Taylor Greene over this past weekend appeared to back off of. Another one is completely defund the FBI. Not completely, I guess that was an overstatement, but cut money from the FBI, cut money from the DOJ so they can't continue their prosecutions of Donald Trump, get rid of wokeness in the military, whatever the hell that means. And of course, no more money for Ukraine, no federal mask mandates, don't even let people wear masks on airplanes. So these extremists have a list of stupid things that they want to do, and the moderates, according to this report, are telling McCarthy, enough's enough, man. We're not going to tolerate this crap. Because if there is a government shutdown, we, the Republicans in charge of the House, which controls the power of the purse, we're the ones who are going to get blamed for it. And guess what? We're the ones who will pay the price, not the extremists, because that's something, and I've been trying to hit on this a lot more recently in a lot of segments, both here and over at Ring of Fire. Those extremists can be extremists because they're in safe districts. Like Marjorie Taylor Greene could single-handedly send us into a government shutdown and not pay the price for it among her constituents. Same thing with Matt Gaetz. Same thing with Jim Jordan. Same thing with a lot of these other Republicans who are saying, let's just shut it down. Why not? But it's the House members that are in the swing districts that are saying, now, wait a minute. You do that, I lose my job and a Democrat takes it over. We lose control of the House, and then, of course, we have to fight our way back to the majority. They're also telling Kevin McCarthy that, listen, we support you. One Republican, Don Bacon of Nebraska, said, there's at least 180 of us that will vote for the Speaker 15 more times if we've got to. So we just can't be held hostage to a threat. We're talking about a small minority who want to control the conference. So this revolt, the moderate revolt, is not necessarily against Kevin McCarthy. It's against the lunatic fringe. But they're holding McCarthy responsible. But they're holding him responsible by letting him know that we will blindly support you no matter what. So it's not really a revolt. Like, you aren't threatening to use your power to get him out of the speakership. So what exactly is this revolt about? See, if you're not making clearer demands with consequences, if those demands are not met, then you're really not making any demands at all. But that's the way it is. You've got one group of Republicans in the House that want to shut down the government because they are petulant little children that want to destroy everything along the way. And if they're not allowed to destroy it, they'll shut it down. But then you have the other group that says, no, shutdowns are bad. And if you do that, we're not going to do anything to you. So there you are. I mean, if I'm Kevin McCarthy, I think I know which group I would end up siding with, even though it's the crazy side. They're the ones who are saying, if you don't do this, we're going to kick you out of the speakership. So they have consequences if their demands are not met, But this other so-called revolt, as Politico put it, said, we'd love for you to do these things, but don't worry, because we won't hold you accountable if you don't. So McCarthy has no reason to side with the moderates because they're promising that they won't hold him accountable if he continues to side with the lunatics. Very weird and very stupid. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.